Hello everyone, this is TheNelston and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to showcase a cheap non-mythic archer build for the Nameless Anomaly. If you haven't watched my main raid guide yet, please go do that first because builds are about as worthless as the Turkish lira if you don't know how to use them properly. I had originally planned for all 5 builds to be in the same video, but I realized that the video would end up as long as one of those essays about how the teletubbies are secretly fascists, so instead I've opted to cut the video up into 5 sections, and this is the first of 5. I will first review the items, skill tree, and stats, then demonstrate the usage before explaining the optimal play in every Nameless Anomaly challenge. The build will also be posted in the description so you can follow along and easily find what items and skill tree you need. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. This spell spam crafted spring build uses the following items and falls under a rainbow setup. You're looking for walk speed, spell damage percentage, and water damage percentage on the cumulonimbus, mana regen and water damage percentage on the libra, mana regen, spell damage percentage, and water damage percentage on the cypodon, literally every stat on the capricorn, first spell cost on the drowy fair, and the crafted springs range of rolls is so small that basically anything works, although you should be aiming for a normal or fast attack speed bow thanks to how spell multipliers work. In theory, any crafted spring you have should work, but this is the recipe I chose to use, primarily thanks to the negative attack speed, making mana steal and curse more reliable. Everything else is untradeable, and both diamond hydro accessories can be replaced with gold ones instead if you can't get through Legendary Island. In total, everything should cost around 10 LE, assuming you get the Drowy Fair by doing the Crookwood's quest. If not, it'll cost about 18 LE for a usable set. That's right, for the low price of 4 Morph TNA runs, or enough money to double the wealth of most Idiot Code Chiefs, this incredible set can be yours. Let's move on to the ability tree. This is an extremely straightforward full spec into the sharpshooter tree with slight branching to get frenzy and refined gunpowder. If you instead aim like my Valorant teammates and cannot hit a shot to save your life, you may consider dropping fire creep to take homing arrows instead, although that does cut your damage by a lot. With every self-provided buff available, your stats look like this. Keep in mind, since there's literally 0 health sustained in this build, bring plenty of HP pots and do something which I cannot promote verbally in this video to restore your health to full between rooms. The way this build is played really depends on who's using it and how fast they're clicking, whether that's your grandma or a totally legitimate macro, but the general rule is as follows. Cycle Storm, then as many bomb arrows as you can fit within 1.5 seconds, right click to do a main attack when your weapon comes off a cooldown, then rinse and repeat. When curse is ready, shift right click to give whatever you're fighting a big ol' wet smooch, and watch your damage go up exponentially like my chromosome count after having to prof for more than 15 seconds. Now we can talk about how to play this build in each part of the Nameless Anomaly raid. This part should be pretty quick. Again, if you need a refresher on each room, go watch the primary TNA guide. In the berry room, your job will be to guide the person who takes the berry. This should not be you, since you have neither homing shots nor chain lightning. If you are drawing aggro, bring mobs over to either the top or middle left. For utility's sake, you can charge up curse and use it to speed up the room slightly. In the platform room, your job will most likely be to stay off the platform and kill mobs and void holes. Keep your distance and move continuously so you aren't as likely to get hit. In the tree room, just follow the default path if you are the navigator, and otherwise, stand up on the tree to safely get souls and defend your teammates. Remember, let your other party members get at least 1 hit on the soul shrub to guarantee a soul after the shrub dies, and focus down these gobs if you can, as they are quite dangerous. In the light room, you shouldn't be taking the light, but you often will have to since some teammates love putting you in harder situations, so if they fail the raid they can feel better about blaming you instead of their own dogshit gameplay. Follow the standard pathing here, and as a ranged class you will be the primary source of damage against shadowlings, so use your eyes and look around a bit. I know it's hard, I forget to do it too. In the defense room, you should be taking either of the 2 combat mini rooms instead of the parkours, unless you are very good at parkour, which my clumsy ass is not. Instead of standing near the void hole, since you can get basically insta-popped, kite around the mobs and focus on killing the ones with blue tags over their heads. In the boss, you have enough walk speed to kite Greg very comfortably, and as such should try to drag him along the outer edge of the wall. If you hear him do a dragon roar, he is about to RKO your ass, so escape backwards to avoid ending up in a WWE highlights reel. Otherwise, the boss is incredibly straightforward, and this build is more than capable of solo carrying, as you can see. Congrats, you've completed the raid and drank the tears of P-Finder TNA sweats. Enjoy getting nothing you want, sob as you realize you have to do more runs until you can afford better gear, just to do more raids, and cope that I've already overused this joke to death. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, join my Discord for silly stuff, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.